What's up guys, ERV94 back at it again with another action figure review, and today we are looking at the Hasbro Star Wars The Black Series, the Clone Wars Clone Pilot Hawk from the Lucasfilm 50th Anniversary series. So this is a Target exclusive, retailing at $24.99. We are paying tribute to the old 3 3/4 inch box style with this Clone Wars clam shell packaging with a card design, and I really dig it. This is definitely a set you'll probably want to get mint on card and another set to open. Although the trend with Black Series figures is that they tend to always release these fancy looking, carded figures as a regular release eventually. Most of their exclusives become regular releases. So maybe these will come out on the, in the regular carded Black Series boxes. I don't know, but just in case they don't, I did get myself a second set so I can open one. There's our Clone Pilot Hawk, and here's the side of it showing that animated series image. On the back side of the box, we don't get any images, but we do get the timeline of the Star Wars, and we have the Clone Wars right here. 2008 was when it started. So here we have Clone Trooper Hawk out of the box, and they went an interesting route with this release, seeing that we've been getting clones lately and troopers. We did get a redesigned new body mold for the clones and troopers, and they went ahead and gave us the older design for this release for whatever reason. That older design consisted of double jointed knees and double jointed elbows. Now that sounds better, but they tend to be more limited in the range and the poses that you can do with the figure, and the single jointed body mold proved to be the superior body mold in my opinion, at least for the troopers. So this figure comes packed in just like this. He doesn't come with any heads or hands, only a blaster rifle as his accessory. That is all you get here. There it is, pretty basic clone trooper blaster rifle. Let's take a look at the figure. Okay, so here's your closer look at our Clone Trooper Hawk, and you can see the very nice paint and detail that we have on this figure. It's all new has Sculpt. It's the first time we get the Clone Trooper Hawk released in Black Series. But one of the things that bugs me a lot is how misaligned the mouthpiece is on the actual head sculpt. So you can see it's connected with these tubes into his little centerpiece on his chest, and that mouthpiece does not rotate, does not move. I saw how it was misaligned through the packaging, and I just assumed that it was articulated or it moved around, but it does not. It's actually glued in there, and it's just not aligned very well. It's crooked to the side. If you really look at it, it does start to bug you. Like it's sticking out like a sore thumb at times. But if you can kind of look past that, then it's not too bad. You see on this side, it's a little bit of a gap between that mouthpiece and the face. And on this side, it's not so much, so you can see how it's lifted a little bit on my figure. Maybe it varies by figure, so if you have the chance to take a look at them in the store, try to choose one with a properly aligned mouthpiece, or else you're going to get something like this. Like how clean these wings are painted on his helmet, and the little buttons on his chest piece are painted going down to the bottom. Nothing very different there, but you can clearly see the double jointed knees and the old articulation, the old clone body mold there with the double jointed elbows as well. And there is the back of the figure. Overall looking pretty good. So if we have any of the older clones, this body mold is nothing new. We'll run through it real quick. The head is very limited, of course, because it is connected with those tubes on his chest. You can still kind of look up, and he looks down pretty decently. Left and right about that far, you can still get him to hold that pose. So that's pretty cool. The tubes are very soft. The head also tilts, so that's nice. Arms will go forward and back. Pauldrons these are actually hard, so they're not really going to work with you unless you kind of tuck it under like that. So that's the only way you can kind of extend the arm out. You move it back down. You do risk scratching the paint though, so do be careful with that. We do get bicep swivels with this. We get double jointed elbows that bend like that. Swivel at the wrist with a side hinge on the right hand and a regular hinge on the left hand. We have a diaphragm joint that swivels and goes all the way around. This belt is a loose piece. There is no waist swivel, but there is that diaphragm swivel. Legs are going to kick forward about that far. You're going to have to kind of twist it and do that, but then the knee stays like that. That's why these single jointed knees are a little bit better designed, because you can rotate that down and you can get him to kneel on one knee or do other various poses. Going back down, legs are going to go in and out, not so much, that's about as far as it goes. Thigh swivel, double jointed knees. We have ankle hinges on the foot and then ankle rockers, and that is all. So first up in our comparison, we'll compare him next to the Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi. And Obi-Wan kind of stands quite a bit shorter here. Now I know this older clone body is a little bigger, so maybe that's why. But he does stand a little bit shorter. Again, he is wearing a helmet, so maybe that's why. But if you kind of look at these shoulders, it does have a higher level than the Obi-Wan shoulders by a tad bit, so it's not too much. Up next, there he is next to Hunter from the Bad Batch. And there's a look at him next to Captain Rex. And here we have him next to Odious when he joined the 501st. And then scaling next to a Marvel Legend. Here we have Captain America. Legends tend to scale a little bit bigger and taller than Black Series. So all in all, I wish this was on the new body. I don't get why they went and backtracked to the old body on this release. Really don't get it. But they did. The old body is single jointed, but it has way more range of motion. You can pose him walking, running, sitting down, kneeling down, and get him in all these clone trooper action poses that they normally are in. Right now, I kind of got him in a little bit of a pose, but even this is not so great, and it's a bit of a struggle to even get him like this. So, confused on why they went and backtracked to this old mold. That's probably my only gripe about this release. Other than that, it's pretty solid and pretty nice looking figure. And that is going to pretty much wrap things up for this review of the Star Wars The Clone Wars Clone Pilot Hawk from the Target exclusive Black Series 50th anniversary releases. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, check out my Obi-Wan Kenobi review, which is up already, and stay tuned for the upcoming reviews of the Anakin Skywalker and ARC Trooper Echo that are also part of this release. Leave a like down below. Let me know your thoughts on it all as well down below, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. As always, everyone, take it easy and have a great day. Bye.
That's crispy.